Rock and roll may live forever, but we only retire once. Kevin Lamour of Our Financial Plans and Quadris Investment Services offers a large range of financial solutions from some of the biggest leaders in the investment and insurance landscape of Canada. See how a solid financial plan built with friendly and professional advice can help. Find out more at ourfinancialplans.ca or give them a call at 705-949-1316. Hi, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Lonesome Cowboy Podcast. And I'm Brian Tremblay, your host and producer and mixer and all that happy horse poop that goes along with the job. And I have a new guest coming to you today. This guy, met him at the Folk Canada conference that happened in October of 2025. And please welcome Tyler Craig. How you doing, Tyler?
Doing good, Brian. Nice to see you again.
Same here, man. Yeah. Always fun. So, speaking of the Folk Canada conference, was that your first time going to one?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, I was at an open mic in Smiths Falls one night at Bowie's.
Okay.
And the guy that owns the place, Pat Maloney, started telling me about it. And I thought, I got to check this out.
Yeah.
And and then a couple other people. I think Jessica Pearson was playing that night.
Yeah.
And she had mentioned it too, and I was like, I got to check this out.
Yeah. It was our second one, and I can recommend it to anybody that the $40 or $50 that they charge per year to do to do this. It's the best money I spend every year.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that right off the bat. The opportunities are there. They listen. They want to interact with you. Whereas I've joined other associations in the past, Canada Country Music Association, who don't even acknowledge you.
Yeah.
You know? So,
yeah,
they only want your money. So, those guys are great. And I'm glad to see you guys, meeting new people and stuff like that coming on board.
Yeah, it was great. I saw a bunch of friends there too. So it was good to be there supporting their showcases, and worth the money just to see amazing artists playing as well throughout the night.
Isn't that something? Yeah. Save up all your concert money and just buy a membership and then a delegate membership to join the conference, and you'll see all the concerts you could possibly want.
Yeah. And I should thank you. Your suggestion of the coffee cup from the room.
Oh, yes.
It perfectly, you could fit one can of beer.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of paying the $9. Yeah. I guess we might get our membership revoked here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a suggestion. Nobody did.
I think people were wondering, like, he's drinking coffee all night, but he's slowing down. What's going on? Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
So, how did the conference go for you? I'm curious as a first timer, because I remember my first time. I was like, bleh, I was just all over the place.
Yeah, it was like that. I met a bunch of people, a bunch of artists from different countries even, and the networking side of it was really cool. It was a bit overwhelming, to be honest, at some points.
Your first one can be.
To the point where I'm just like, I'm not great at small talk to begin with, and that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
And so there were times I just had to kind of check out and go watch somebody play, just kind of before I jumped back into the networking side. Yeah.
It's always good, and as I recommend to everyone, to have a plan. Pick one person or two people you want to meet and say hi to. Get somebody you want to introduce, have them hear your song or something like that. It's kind of cool, and they're great for helping you, that kind of stuff. So
absolutely, yeah.
So you have an album out right now. That is what you have, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And when did that get released, Tyler?
July 19th, and I did an album release in September.
Nice, good.
Yeah.
And how'd that go? Where'd you have it?
I did it at Bowie's.
Okay.
So I did a couple shows here in Almont, but I really liked that venue in Smiths Falls, and I go there a lot. It's a great atmosphere, and when Pat offered to host it, I just jumped on it and said, yeah, I want to see friends and family experience this venue as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was a great night.
that's awesome. I love it. Yeah, that's very cool. Your in the hometown or your home base, anyways, is Altamont.
Almont, yeah.
Almont, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been here now about 20 years. So the longest I've lived anywhere. So I just call it hometown.
Okay. So
I was born in Perth, Ontario,
okay, cool.
and grew up. Went to school in Carleton Place, and then as soon as I had enough money to be on my own, I left, got out of there, and been in Almont ever since. Yeah.
I love talking to you guys from the Ottawa Valley because I've recently become, I mean, I've always known of Stompin' Tom Connors, but I've even done a show, a tribute show kind of thing, just for some senior folks. And I love talking to you guys because you always bring up towns I hear in in Stompin' Tom songs.
Yeah.
I was talking to the family name there, and they told me about Smith Falls. I says, "Oh yeah, that's Stompin' Tom. Big Joe Mufferaw put out a fire in Smith Falls."
Yeah, yeah. There's actually a big mural painted on the side of one of the buildings in Carleton Place now, a Stompin' Tom
Yeah,
mural. Yeah, it's really cool.
yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, I had to do my Stompin' Tom pilgrimage when I was on tour, and I went to the whatchamacallit, the townhouse in Sudbury, and I got this, took my picture with the statue, and went into the townhouse, which is where he wrote Sudbury Saturday Night. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was great stuff, fun.
Yeah.
So the album's out, and reception so far has been good.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. The story kind of behind that is one of my longtime friends of over 20 years, Brock Zeman. He's a singer-songwriter from the area as well. And kind of just one night in 2021, I went through some pretty heavy medical health stuff. And when I got on the other side of that, it kind of lit a little bit of something under me. And he had always told me if I ever wanted to take a serious crack at it, to call him. And I did. Went out there, and he's like, okay, just play me what you got. And even before that, I went out there with all my notes and had a very terrifying experience showing someone your personal notes, especially like a established songwriter.
Sure.
And he kind of just gave me some encouragement, told me, how things go, what a simile is, like the basics. And I left there one night, and before I left, he kind of turned to me and said, but don't forget, you can do whatever you want. I thought, that doesn't work for my brain. Like, I need actual structure. And but I did go home that night, and I wrote kind of the first serious song. I mean, I was reminded that I wrote something in 2018. I looked at it now, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad that never saw the light of day. But yeah, around 2023, 2024, started writing more seriously. Brock had me out and said, okay, play me what you got. He's like, I think we should record it. And I said, I don't think so. Because these are my first 8 songs.
Yeah, right.
And I said, and he just kind of said, I'm not going to let you embarrass yourself. Like, I think we should record these. And so those songs on that album are really my first songs. Yeah, it's been a really interesting experience, and just seeing people kind of enjoy it. And yeah, now I kind of have the itch, and I love writing and kind of can't stop. So
Good for you. Excellent. So that means you're going to be loading up for another album soon.
actually, I'm recording one now.
Oh, you're really good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. So where do you? What's your recording process? Where's that happening, or is it happening at home, or what? How does it go for you?
So Brock has a studio out at his house.
Cool.
Calls it the Big Muddy Studio, and so he's got everything you need out there. So I kind of went out there, did the bed tracks, did guitars, did vocals, and then we sent it off actually to Peterborough, to the Weber brothers, and who Brock plays with often, and I love their stuff. They're amazing musicians, and I sent very few notes, just kind of this is the kind of feel I'm going for, and they just somehow nailed it. Like when they sent back songs, I was like, I can't. I actually at first thought this is somebody else's song. They sent me by mistake, and because I just was only used to playing it, by myself in my basement. To hear the band behind it, it was just it was incredible. So it went to them, and then got pedal steel on it. Jimmy Boskill from I believe he plays with Blue Rodeo and used to play with the Sheepdogs. So
I know that name.
yeah, that was just again lucky to have friends that have these type of connections.
Yeah, I hear you.
It blown away that ended up on my record, and then we had Keith Glass from Prairie Oyster did the mandolin on Hank's Waltz.
Nice.
And so then when it came back from being passed around garage band style, sort of, it went to Steve Foley at Ottawa Valley in Ottawa here to mix and master.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If you had been at Folk Canada last year when it was Folk Ontario in Mississauga, Russell DeCarl showed up there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great who you can get to chat with. I'll tell you that. It's something.
Yeah.
So, like many musicians, day job backing this up?
Yeah, I work for a construction company, kind of on the tech side as a program manager. So
good stuff.
I enjoy it. I obviously music is the passion, but I do like my day job. I find it. I look at it in some ways of like it sort of pays for the freedom to be creative in a way, where if I'm not trying to make ends meet off of playing gigs, it kind of in a weird roundabout way, it's a little bit more relaxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And start a family at all, or are you still flying solo?
Dog family. Yeah.
Dog family, right on.
Yeah.
my or just one.
Two. Yeah. My spouse and I live here in Almont, and got a couple of dogs, and we're content with that.
Good stuff. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I wish my wife won't let me get a dog because the backyard is not completely fenced in.
Yeah.
So I think it's a cat coming eventually. So again.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So with all the challenges that a musician has today, they have to deal with and they have to face, what are you up against right now with this album, if anything?
Well, I think about the fact that I started taking a serious, go at songwriting just in time for AI to ruin it all. So,
well, you didn't use AI, so that's okay.
Not at all. No, I have very strong opinions about that. It's interesting because I see it a lot in my job, like in the tech space. So I see a lot of really cool benefits there, especially in like medical breakthroughs and things like that. But I really think it has no business in the arts, and I think it's going to ruin a lot of stuff. I really do.
All it does is, in order to get its knowledge, it pilfers from other art. Yeah.
It's a giant plagiarism machine, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. I know. And this this is the part that drives me nuts, because I see the rage baiting musicians going out there and they talk about silly things and they make videos about, geez, it's so unprofessional that you have a tuner clipped to your headstock, or it's really unprofessional that you have your iPhone or your iPad nearby. Well, yeah, I do, because I'm neurodivergent. And guess what? That's not the big problem in music right now.
No. Not at all. And I really worry that it's going to get to the point where it's like what we're competing against, where if Apple and Spotify or the other, the big players start to say that, an AI song is 10 cents a song and a real person song is $10 or $1 even, then we're competing up against that, where the real art is kind of just, going to be overshadowed. And I even read an article recently where labels are talking about, like they like the idea of AI artists. They don't have to deal with those pesky musicians, right? You
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Uh, so I just where it's heading is honestly just don't I don't really get the appetite.
Neither do
I
I.
mean it,
I don't like the look of the art, especially because it's polluting the internet now, and it all looks the same. It has that same soft, pastel-y kind of color to it, and the whole deal. It's just, yeah, it's awful.
I hope that it's met with kind of rejection. I mean, if you're using AI to write, it's kind of your it's sort of like a karaoke in a way where but at least people who sing karaoke, the words were written by a person.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's certain things I find that still keep us uniquely human, and the fact that we produce art is one of them.
Yeah,
And I where it's heading with this type of stuff, you're just basically a stenographer for a machine. And I would like to think that if a Jason Isbell said, my next record's going to be written by, AI or music, I would like to think that everyone would reject that wholeheartedly. And,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but I do worry that you see that even with Instagram and TikTok and things like that, there is this kind of wave of artificial content that people seem to still be absorbing, and that's really interesting.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
know it mystifies me completely. The only time I forgave somebody for using it was the Beatles when they did that new song they had, one of John Lennon's demos, and they put the music video together and they put the song together using AI. I didn't have a problem with it because it was their own music they were feeding into it to make the music.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so I was okay with that. So they weren't saying make me a new Beatles song that never existed.
Yeah.
They weren't doing that,
Yeah.
which unfortunately somebody could do.
Yeah.
The cover of Things We Carry With Us, I think, or is it just Things We Carry?
Just things we carry. Yeah.
Things We Carry. Um, has a photo of a really sweet classic Chevy truck on the front of it. It's a
Yeah.
vintage photo. Is there any significance to that truck and or photo?
That was my stepdad at the time.
Oh, wow.
So in that photo, when I moved to Carleton Place, my parents split when I was around 5. I moved to Carleton Place, and that was he is who I consider, the father figure in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that around that time, uh, his band, Whiskey Jar, some of my earliest memories, they would set up in my kitchen. We had a small townhouse in Carleton Place, and I can remember the band playing till the late 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And so he was with my mom for 8 years, and I still have a good relationship with him today.
Nice.
And he appears in several parts of my songs on the album,
Good.
and yeah, so it's just kind of an homage to him, and just kind of for being there at a time where it mattered.
That's
And
that's really nice that's happening. Yeah, I saw the truck and I went because to me I don't like those new Chevy trucks or Ford F-150s. They just bleh. There's no
yeah,
personality there. And then I saw that truck and I went, now that's a truck.
right. There's a bit of a funny story there around that time and those kitchen concerts. Is I actually had my first taste of beer
Ah,
when I was 5 or 6. I came down in the morning and was getting my breakfast cereal kind of ready, and there's a guy still up at the kitchen table, and he gave me a sip of a Molson Export. So that was my first.
oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's outstanding. Yeah, nothing like a kitchen Kaylee though. That's the kind of an upbringing that I like to see kids get. you know,
yeah,
music
yeah,
music is what's keeping them awake.
yeah. And it was definitely the style was like the classic country.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, and it's that's kind of what I grew up around, and yeah, it's definitely helped shape my taste for sure.
And you've played with another guest of mine that I had early on in the program, and I got to meet him for the first time. Giant of a man that he is, Nathan Sloniowski,
Yeah,
and you've played with his crew.
Yeah.
I don't know if you still do, but it looks like it would be a blast with him.
Yeah, actually the story there is so right around the time actually before I started really writing, my 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 better half and I were at Base Camp Brewery here in Almont. We just walked in, and there's an Almont song circle that gets together. It's around 10 people, and they meet weekly. They write songs. They give each other feedback,
Oh,
and they were in there playing. And I kind of sat down. We sat down. We watched them, and there's a guy named Dave who's behind the drums, and he doesn't play guitar, but he asks other people if they can play, and then he sings.
oh, cool.
And he says he goes, I doubt anyone here is going to know this song, but does anybody know Jerry Jeff Walker? And I think it's an obscure song off a live album called I Feel Like Hank Williams.
Oh,
And
yeah, right.
I happen to know the song, so I said, I don't know. I'll play it, and so I played it, and then went back to Song Circle a couple times. And Nathan was one of the founding members of the Song Circle in
Cool.
Almont, if not the founding member, I think.
Hmm.
And so after going back a couple times, he just approached me after, and he's like, I think I had played a John Prine song, and he says, would you be interested in playing in a John Prine tribute band? And I said,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, and who's in it? And he's like, nobody yet. I'm just putting it
I
together.
just want one.
And so he did. So it's myself, him, Vicky Brittle, who's
Oh,
from
Vicky.
Clayton
Yeah,
area, yeah,
yeah.
and Jess Winskill, from the Tatlock kind of area, all out in the Ottawa Valley here.
Yeah,
Um,
boy, you guys got some great people in there, Bowie. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we got together. We put together a gig here at the Ottawa Valley Coffee in Almont, and we thought we'll get some John Prine fans out, and we ended up selling out the first show and ended up having to do 4 shows over the course of 2 days.
Good
There's a
for you.
lot of John Prine fans, and so then we've played I think 8 shows now, and every one of them has sold out. So it's amazing. There's so many, and they know their details too. I was doing some banter between a song, and I think I went on about how impactful John's lyrics are, and how I knew about John Prine back when I was in a punk band in high school, and that's interesting, right? Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And then I went on talking about his lyrics, and then I happened to play a John Prine song that John didn't write. It's I think it was "Killin' the Blues" by Roland somebody, and I should know that, but I just know the Prime version, to be honest. And
Okay.
a person came up to me after, like, as soon as we finished our last song, like, wasted no time, just beelined it to the stage, and he's like, John Prine didn't write that. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
Thanks, but yeah, but the Prine fans, they're serious Prine fans
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to. That's one tribute show that takes a lot of guts to do, but because I won't do it because I don't want to get attacked.
yeah. His catalog is so
Huge.
good that we have to. We're either going to play an hour and a half show or 2 hour show, but we could. There's so much material you could do a 4 hour show, and the hardest part of us getting together is deciding which ones are not on the set list, because there's just so many good ones. It's
Cool.
hard.
So you
Yeah.
guys doing full band or just acoustically and
Just acoustically, 4 guitars and
good stuff.
harmonies, and yeah.
Good stuff. I would love to see that. That sounds fantastic. I want to ask you about a song that I saw you performing on your Facebook page
Sure.
about a neighbor you used to have that lived across the street from you.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
beautiful tune, man.
Thank you.
I didn't catch the title of it, and it wasn't in the caption at all. So I wanted to ask you: is that on the album?
It's not on the album. It'll
Okay,
be on the upcoming album.
cool, good.
That song's called Travel Back.
Okay,
Yeah. So that was a tough one. Went through a few emotions writing that, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
came out on the other side, I think, honestly feeling a little bit better about it.
Hmm.
Um, it was a neighbor who I got really close with. He it's like hard to explain. Like, he's much older than me, but we bonded right away, to the point where I'd get home from work and pull in my driveway and look in the rearview mirror, and he'd be out the front door to greet me. Like, I saw him more than most people in my life.
That's nice.
And yeah, we got really close, and then he passed away suddenly, and it really got me harder than I think anything I had gone through at the time. And it just really stuck with me. And I had so much notes written down about him. And I really danced around that song for a while because I just felt it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And then I just finally, it just occurred to just write it as I feel right now, even if it's not wrapped up at the end or kind of having some sort of, perfect structure that captures them. It's just kind of, I'm just gonna throw it out there how I feel and see what happens. So
that's nice. Yeah, it was a great album, and it's nice when you can eulogize somebody like that in a song. I did that with my sister when she passed away 3 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah.
How was that for you, writing that song?
That was okay because, unlike you and like many people who've passed away in my life, I didn't. I got to say my piece to her when she was in the hospital, because she went in on 10th of May of that year, and then by the 26th she was dead. And I mean, I got to hug her, tell her I love her, and thank her for all the stuff she's done for me and stuff like that, which is for our family pretty big because we're not big hugger, blah, blah, blah type families. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I felt I had gotten my word out, and that made this easier to do.
Right.
My songs I write about my dad, I always wish I had a different relationship, and that's not his fault, that's me. And I see that now. So that's a difficult topic for me sometimes. And when I sit and play those songs, I'm almost apologizing, going, Dad, I wish you were back so I could finish up those things I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you find that the things that you do get a loop in your head about that after you write about it, it kind of unwinds it?
Yes. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Very well put. Yeah. Very much. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same. Yeah.
And I've also only recently become very otherworldly, I guess. I don't like to call it spiritual, but whatever the case may be. So I always feel if I'm playing that kind of stuff, they're hearing it. You know what I mean? Wherever they might be, in that respect.
I think it's good to be spiritual nowadays. I think we need a lot more of that.
Yeah, hey, this is a guy as an atheist. I mean, I can't buy that Christianity stuff, but I think there's room for less doctrination and more spirituality. Let's put it that way.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, you have a really great music scene down in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, and you guys, this is the big fortunate thing. Like, I have trouble finding gigs here because we have a lot of people who want to take gigs, so that drives the prices down. And there's no more music venues in this city. But you guys have tons of stuff that you can just, travel within an hour to get to, So was there an effort to grow that, you think? Or is it just guys like Nathan who just said, hey, let's do this, and somebody else said, hey, let's do this? And then I know you guys have OMIC, and I don't know if they're a big help for setting that up too, but yeah.
Nathan's been instrumental in helping the scene and just getting things. His ability to organize a show is incredible. Like the stuff he did for the Prine show, we went from coffee shops to playing 200-person venues in a matter of months. Like, it just kind of blew us away. Like, awesome. He markets it. He has connections in the Ottawa Valley, and for Nathan, there are other people like Nathan as well. We just have a lot of key players that really care about music and keeping the scene alive. And yeah, just I was so glad to see the bounce back after the pandemic. When nothing was happening, it seems like it's swung back around pretty hard too, which is a good thing. It's
interesting you say that, because I think that Ottawa Valley area is experiencing it, but a lot of folks are saying, what the heck's going on everywhere else? And I know we're saying that up here too, playing for wages that they were paying us 30 years ago and playing for less people.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's why I'm envious of Like I said, if I ever had to say goodbye to Sault Ste. Marie, I think it would be Ottawa. Here I come.
Yeah.
Or like a place like Almont, and the outside of it's even better.
It's interesting. Even when I was growing up in high school, a totally different scene, but the punk scene
Yeah.
was incredible.
Yeah.
Like we had like 10 or 11 bands from the Almont Carleton Place area.
That's cool.
And we had shows every weekend. There's people writing zines. Like it's what we looked forward to doing. And yeah, even from very early, as far as I can remember, the music scene around here we've been really lucky to have it.
That's awesome. Excellent.
Yeah.
Tyler, thank you so much for coming on the program. I want you to tell the folks where they can find you, either social media wise and website wise.
My pleasure. Thanks for the invite. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm just Tyler Craig Music on all the social stuff, website, Instagram. Recently joined back on Facebook after 13-year hiatus, but so just Tyler Craig Music on all the stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll put a link in the show notes below for you that you can go directly to his website and then go from there. And he has all the links to his music and his socials on there. And not your socials? Yeah, your socials are on there. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Exactly. Tyler, thank you once again for coming on the program. Always a great pleasure to connect with some new friends, especially in the folks in the Ottawa Valley area.
Absolutely. It was a good time. Hope to talk to you soon.